After the end of the world, a new kind of phyto-zombie appeared in the world.
No, 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 no.
Hello everyone, Kino Jack is in touch and this is a short retelling of the 4th, 5th, and 6th episodes of the 2nd season of the zombie series Nation Z. This project becomes more interesting with each episode, so I strongly recommend that those who got to this video from the recommendations open the description of the video and follow the links to watch the initial series. And I will ask you, shortcomers, to give this video 1,000 likes, and in return I will publish the continuation of the story. Enjoy watching. In search of grass, Z, Murphy and Cassandra, without a destructive ball, for some unknown reason, come to a laboratory in Minnesota, where they find a group of survivors desperately trying to get Bach-47, a supposed herbal vaccine against the zombie virus. Unfortunately, the greenhouses in which this batch of 47 is located are overflowing with zombies and, even worse, phyto-zombie, half-plants, half-hybrids of zombies. Murphy finds the main one, Adegard, just at the moment when the lab workers are going to send new harvesters to the greenhouse to collect this mysterious batch of 47. And then Dr. Walter Curran appears, the villain from the first season finale who created the Zen 1 virus and may be responsible for the outbreak of the zombie virus in the first place. The side of his face is badly burned. Meanwhile, Operation Bitamark, chasing Murphy, rolled up to the lab and began to prowl around. They find a blonde woman with a little girl, and it turns out that this is their type of people. A woman is raising a child who is not her own, because her real mother died. The problem is that the girl is very sick, and she keeps asking the blonde not to let her turn into a zombie. Murphy can feel the pain of zombie plants, a psychic connection that seems to work both ways. He manages to get a sample of the 47th batch for the good doctor from the laboratory, and they try it on several zombies who have turned into heads in cans. At this time, Eddie contacts Citizen Z, who gives her the new coordinates of the Center for Disease Control in California. The number she writes down was also seen by Dr. Curran. The team is tasked with helping collect the remaining seed pits to make more herbal zombie vaccine. They exchange weapons for gardening tools to protect themselves from phyto-zombies, and go to the greenhouse, where they meet with the terrifying leader Phytos. Green, shaggy, covered with vines and having a strong psychic connection with Murphy. Murphy runs away and runs into Dr. Curran, who tells him that the only hope of the world is people like Murphy, half humans, half zombies. A scorpion heads a cartel known as the Zeros, which explains the tattoo of Z on his arm. They are engaged in the distribution of Z-grass. When the laboratory doctor protests against the order to stop all experiments of batch 47, Hector unexpectedly insists on human trials. Moreover, the subject becomes an unwilling Adegard, who turns, and the scorpion shoots him in the head when Murphy tries to free all the phyto-zombie in a giant horror store. They suddenly attack him, and the team has to fight for their lives. When they manage to kill the leader of the phyto-zombie, Murphy is very upset. Finally, Doc finds the little girl and her non-mother in the barn and gives the leaves to the party of 47, which the girl lives before dying. The episode ends when Serena, a pregnant woman wandering in search of Murphy, meets the group. Making their way across the USA, the group ends up in the great state of Wisconsin, where the team encounters a parade celebrating cheese infected with zombies. There are too many zombies for Murphy to control, so it's better for everyone to just run, taking the siren in tow. It should be noted that the siren can give birth to an evil zombie child from Murphy at any moment. Roberto improves the moment to roll a giant cheese wheel around the city, and the team watches in awe as it picks up zombies in its giant cheese paws. When the team comes under fire, they go to the local Mennonite community at the suggestion of Vasquez, who seems to be developing some kind of plan by eavesdropping on the conversations of the Zeros cartel. After 10 saves several Mennonites from a rather scary zombie, and zombie sheep, he is sprayed with a mysterious white substance, which, as it turns out later, is anthrax. When other zombie Mennonites attack, Doc and Eddie are also sprayed with anthrax. Despite the fact that the Doc has received immunity from many diseases, it's still not good, anyway. When 10 loses consciousness, the team learns that the Mennonites have stocked up on an antibiotic called Cipro. Although he can save 10, he is not enough, so Eddie Vasquez and a young member of the community go to the nearest town, kill a drug addict and discover that there are no more antibiotics for Miles. At this time, the siren began to have contractions in the barn. Everyone is trying to help her, but she is not a very good patient, and the child himself is clearly a special case. When Eddie falls from anthrax infection and the team faces a question. To save her and 10K or watch them slowly die along with the other Mennonites, Roberta makes a decision: they steal the figure, apologize to the community and leave the city. When the siren gives birth to a baby, the zombie comes on call, as the baby in diapers is something like a messiah for them, complete with a single star above the barn in which she was born.
Congratulations, Daddy.
Eventually Z is attacked by the siren and becomes enraged when Murphy runs away with his daughter, whom he named Lucy. Roberta finishes off the siren as a sign of mercy, and with the help of antibiotics, 10K and Edie seem to be on the mend. Lucy, the first of her kind.
She's beautiful.
In Springfield, Illinois, our team of heroes is fighting a group of zombies by Abe Lincoln, and Murphy and Cassandra are doing everything possible to save the world with their magical zombie abilities. A lot is at stake, because the zombie baby Lucy has no mother, he ate only sugar water, and no one knows what to do with it. As Tenka continues to worry about Cassandra, he also begins to worry about what Vasquez is up to. Roberto decides to find out what Vasquez is up to and leaves the team. Eddie, Doc and Tenka offer to take care of Lucy for a while to give Murphy a break, but the zombie baby's dad tells them that he doesn't trust them. He goes into the woods with his daughter and leaves Cassandra to look after the team, ordering her to make sure that no one leaves. Roberto catches up with Vasquez and finds out that he has zero problems with the cartel. As a result of the shootout, many cartel members turn into zombies, and Vasquez and Roberta are injured. In search of a place to patch up the wounds, they go to a local hospital, where we learn the background of Vasquez. He was Dee's agent, forced to work for the Naughties after they kidnapped his wife and child and said they would slowly kill them if he didn't. Instead, a rival cartel member said he would kill them quickly, but Vasquez would belong to him. In order to pardon his wife and daughter, Vasquez was forced to work for them, and just at the moment when Vasquez tells about it, his pulse stops. Roberto prepares to finish him off, but he wakes up in time. Meanwhile, the team decides to confuse Cassandra by running away in 3 different directions, hoping that she will chase one of them while the other 2 are looking for Murphy and Lucy. It doesn't quite work. Cassandra makes a tactical decision to pursue Eddie, as a result of which 10K find themselves in a difficult situation and are forced to rescue her. However, when 10 tries to have a heart-to-heart conversation, it goes rather unsuccessfully. Doc Eddie manages to escape, leaving this former aspiring couple to fight for power. Murphy stumbles upon a house in the woods, where he asks a heavily armed couple to take Lucy and raise her as their own. Everyone seems to agree with this plan until the potential adoptive parents see the little monster, which prompts them to tell the zombie baby's daddy to take his child and go home. 10K is forced to kill Cassandra to save his own life. The situation becomes tense when Murphy tells 10 that he had no right to kill Cassandra, and Roberta asks where the child is. It turns out that Murphy bit this cute couple right in the face and left Lucy to be raised by them, knowing that they would become half humans, half zombies.